is a mustard seed, then nurture it, water it, grow it into that tree in your rainforest. We will be highlighting one of the prevalent social issues in our society. That we love and trust, and by people that are strangers. Do you believe in unorthodox medicine, alternative medicine, medical treatments that are used instead of mainstream therapies, plants, herbs, seedlings curing every single solitary thing? I'm talking a holistic herbal approach that is curative. Alternative therapies that reside outside of medical science. I call her an herbal doctor. This lady can look at a photo and eviscerate, make clear diagnosis on whatever is ailing you. HPV, liver disease, arthritis, liver jaundice, apnea, infertility, high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, hormonal imbalance, cancer, HIV. It all started one morning after a swim and sauna. I was impressed because this lady who looked at me and told me that she was a certain age, looked decades younger, healthy, beautiful, supple, youthful, a cancer survivor turned healer. Let us welcome Phyto therapist Meg, lady herself. Welcome, Auntie Meg.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. So tell us about yourself in your own words. I've said these beautiful things about you. Tell us who you think you are, who you really are, apart from the cancer that you survived.
Okay, I am Ogochukwu Nwokobia Margaret. I always believe in healthy living.
Yes.
You know, and you know, if you've had experience in the past,
yes,
and that has to deal with life, so you have to pay more attention,
yes,
to that.
Right.
You know, so I have. There were certain lifestyle I used to have in the past,
right,
and I thought it was harder. Yeah.
Things like what?
Yeah, like craving for high gluten rich foods like snacks,
right?
You know, made of white
flour.
Yeah, snacks, biscuits, you know, drinks like soft drinks, anything sweet, sugary.
Right.
You understand?
That's hard to believe because the way you eat now.
Oh yeah, it may be hard to believe now,
Yeah.
you know, but then I remembered when I was growing up, I practically refused eating normally cooked food. I would go for snacks like you know, biscuits and all that.
Right.
I could just buy a full ladle and I'll hide it somewhere. I'll be snacking. I'll be taking one, and yeah, you know. And from there, I get filled, and I thought that was healthy. Sometimes I get bloated.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And I see myself putting weight in some areas like my stomach.
Right.
You know, and I thought that is part of a good health.
Right.
So it's just about satisfying my own desire, not knowing that it could be detrimental to my health.
Okay.
You know, so, and as time went on, I was living my life and all that, you know. So it got to a point, and I realized that I could stay like a week without expelling.
And when you say expelling, going to the bathroom.
No, that going to the toilet,
Right.
passing out waste.
Waste.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I could stay up to a week. Sometimes I go and I could get some laxatives,
Right.
and use it, force it out. So I didn't know that there was a warning sign about my health.
Right.
Until one particular day, I felt like, I think I'm hosting a whole lot of parasites. I think I need to deworm. So I took a particular wormer. And after that, I realized I'm locked up. I don't even have the urge,
After the dewormer, you couldn't even go have a bowel movement.
I couldn't have bowel movement.
Right.
I felt like and I was eating.
Right.
You understand?
So you knew something was wrong.
Yeah, I was just eating, but the comfort of I felt comfortable. I wasn't disturbed. I was eating the more, but I wasn't expelling. And the next thing I saw myself, I was looking like I was 9 months pregnant. Yes. I was not having any sign of moving my bowel at all. So I want to say that probably my inner sphincter, because you have two sphincters, the inner and outer sphincter, probably my inner sphincter lost contact.
So what is that? As lay people, you have to break that down for us. Is that what makes you go to the bathroom or what?
If you want to move your bowel,
right,
your inner sphincter expands. It dilates. It dilates. It opens up. It dilates to allow the feces to come out.
Right.
You understand? So, but I realized that I wasn't having that movement. I wasn't having that dilation. You understand?
Wow.
So even when it got to a point that I knew I was heavy, there was so much pressure.
Right.
Just like you're in labor, but you can't dilate.
Oh wow.
It can't move. It can't open. It can't bring out anything. So probably, all these things in the body, the mechanism and all that boils down to, your blood vessels, send signal to the brain to release a particular action, So probably that was what went wrong. And I observed a line on my toe, one of my big toes, that's the right one. I observed a kind of a dark line. Is like a perforation of the blood vessel. Is a kind of hemorrhoid.
Okay.
Internal hemorrhoid, because the nails, things manifest through our nails.
Right.
That tell about our health. You understand?
So explain that to us, because you looked at me the day you saw me and said that I had what I call an arch. You call an arc.
It's an arc.
Yes. So you said I had no arch.
Yeah.
And after healing me, I can probably say that I have an arch now. So these are how you make diagnoses. So tell us a little about that. If you look at this, that this is going on. Just give us, example.
If you do a little research, you can go and Google what your nails tell about your health. You see different signs. You see maybe a yellow eaten up nail, with a kind of
jagged edge.
Yeah, jagged edge around.
Right.
You say it has to do with fungi.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Then there's the color, maybe purple or sort of color. They say it has to do with your kidney or your liver. You understand? Then there's a total dark color that emerges on your nail bed that surfaces on the surface of your nail.
Right.
That is called melanoma. It's a kind of skin cancer.
Right.
And they said it's difficult to treat.
Right.
You understand? Then there's these ridges across your nails, ridges, horizontal, vertical, ridges. Some are pale white, kind of. That has to do with thyroid.
Oh, wow. So you can tell everything that's going on with somebody by just looking at their nails. My goodness. Hold that thought. Viewers, I'm learning so much. I hope she's educating you as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. We're here with Auntie Meg. She survived a type of cancer that she will tell us about. So you were telling us about what was going on
Of course, yes, yes. You know, actually, then I was dying.
What?
I was honestly, you know, it's only me that can tell what I was feeling. You understand? You can imagine yourself. Any moment you feel like going to the toilet is like a tug of war.
Good job.
You cry.
Good job. Good job.
You understand? I wept. I would be like, pray, oh God, what is this?
Oh, wow.
It hooks. And that sometimes when I sit down there, I get numbed. My 2 feet get numbed and get inflamed, swollen by the ankles. You understand?
Wow.
Yes. So I felt there's no proper blood circulation. There's something going on. You
So
understand?
you could tell. You could tell that
Yes.
something was wrong.
Yes.
At what point did you now know definitively? Remember you told us about
Yes.
not being able to go to the bathroom, go to the toilet.
Yes, I wasn't dilating normally.
Right,
you know,
right.
It's a natural thing that occurs to you. Just
Right.
like when you want to pee, you go and pee. You feel like peeing, you go and
Right,
pee.
right.
Unlike you can't pee or you can control it. A reflex kind of action. You
Right,
understand?
right.
So, but at this point, I could not expel.
Okay.
And I started doing some research. I said no because it was a colon obstruction.
Oh.
Yes, they are all in the same categories, you know.
Right.
There was something, apart from that, I'm not dilating. There's still something that is holding on. You know, there's a kind of inflammation
Right.
within the rectum.
Right.
You know, that's not allowing a proper movement of bowel.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And again, I did some research. I researched about pancreatic cancer. And that you can reflect on your palm,
Okay.
like a kind of small inflammations on your
Okay,
palm.
okay.
So I came across some, but most of them are faded away. So I was able to control this with some therapy, you know, which just...
Yes, matter of fact, I'm going to interrupt you there. When you
know?
saw me, do you remember can you tell the viewers how my palms were?
Yes, when I saw your palm, they looked somehow yellowish,
Yes.
you know, like a palm oil.
Yes.
And your arc was buried. You had no arc. And I
Right.
told you,
Right.
this could be from the liver.
Right.
This is a kind of jaundice.
Right.
You know, you are anemic.
Yes.
And I looked around your eye. You had serious dark eye lines. You
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Dark areas around your eye.
Yeah.
And I told you you're anemic and you are not having proper metabolism.
Right.
Because every healthy body, every healthy being
Right.
should observe an arc
Right.
at the tip by the nail bed, especially your 2 thumbs.
Yes.
But those who have a very powerful metabolism can spread to the other nails.
Right.
There are some people with it. Well, when you have a buried, we call it buried arc.
Right.
It disappeared all of a
Right.
sudden.
Right.
It's not there.
It was not there.
It's either there's an internal inflammation. Something is going on somewhere. Because I've come across certain people, and at the end of the day, they will say they had hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids.
They had,
right.
they call it pile. And all. I say yes,
Yeah.
because there's certain obstructions inside
Right.
and inflammation going on.
Right.
You know, altering the whole body system
Right.
and all that.
Wow.
And you know, these are signs we may not know. It's just unfortunate that sometimes before we go and do some tests and certain things manifest, will have gone so far. It will have
Yes,
been too
it's a
late.
stage 4 or
Yes,
something.
you understand.
Now, can you tell the viewers what you did to me to make, because now my palms are healthy. Matter of fact, I actually forgot how my palms used to look years ago. So now I'm healthy and then I don't have the dark circles anymore. I can see the arc and all that stuff. Can you tell them what you did for me?
Okay, yeah. I called you and I gave you some of my supplements.
Yes.
You know, I
Yes.
gave you some drinks,
Yes.
you know, that will tone your blood and all that.
Yes.
And antioxidants
Yes.
that will help ward off
Yes.
impurities,
Yes.
pathogens. So,
Yes.
and I think it didn't take you up to a week.
No,
And
a few days after I was calling you.
And you told me certain things began to change.
Yes.
You began to have proper bowel movement and
Yes,
all that.
yes.
And I know I gave you a solution for enema.
Yes, you did.
You know,
did.
when we talk about enema, some people say, what sort of thing is that? It's the Chinese people that will tell you how, you know, the health benefit of enema.
Yes.
You understand? So, you know, when you take certain things, medications, you know, they can be potent. They can be very effective when they pass through your trachea down to your small intestine.
Right.
But of course, they must have done a great job there. And when it gets to your small intestine, we have stomach enzymes that will neutralize their strength.
Right.
So they cannot carry on. So you take this from here,
They've
go
done
through
so
the
much
back.
work.
Yes, then you go through the back.
Right.
You have the one you infuse as a enema through your rectum.
Right.
It goes there probably through the the passage.
Right.
And enforce a kind of movement of bowel.
Right.
And detox. You understand?
Right.
And also, I have just realized that most people are battling with hemorrhoid.
That's a thing
In the system.
Yes, let's call it pile.
Yeah, pile.
Yeah, it's
pile.
better.
Most people
understood.
are battling with pile.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So before you begin to have pile is a loose elasticity.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So before you begin to have pile, that is prolapse. It even happens to animals.
Really?
Like birds.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Those who are into animal farming will tell you can see some birds with a prolapse. You know, it's like a torn intestine protruding, bulging out from the anus.
Right.
It kills.
Oh, wow.
Yes, if you're not properly treated. Of course, there are some bacteria that can cause all this.
Right.
But the early symptoms you may be having is flatulence.
Right.
You know what I mean by that?
Yes, yes.
Flatulence.
Gas.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You get bloated.
Right.
You understand? In the process, when you sit down, you sit a longer time in the toilet.
Right.
You can go with your phone. That's why it's discouraged.
Yes,
Don't
to
get
go
to the
with it.
toilet with the newspaper or your phone.
Right.
But when you see yourself observing such habits, you are going to face
Shouldn't
something
take
else.
that long.
You
Your
know,
point is
you
it shouldn't
shouldn't.
take that long to use the bathroom.
It shouldn't take that long.
Nice.
So,
nice.
and when you sit, you strain yourself, you strain your nerves, you're straining to expel that thing is hooking. Sometimes you
Right.
feel you've done a little, but it's not sufficient. It's not enough.
Right.
It's not a thorough detox.
Right.
You know, I have seen people, when I ask them, look at you're bloated, how often do you expel? They say at least once a day is good. It's not good.
No.
That's the way the circle works. It's not good. You eat. Imagine somebody that eats about 3 or 4 times a day. You say you expel only once. No. Where are the other waste? Do you think your body makes use of everything you eat? No, it's just a little fraction. So when you eat is a kind of a channel. Something comes in, the other one moves to the other. It's a circle. The other one moves to the other side. The other one
Right.
goes out.
Right.
You can even observe animals.
Right.
Like goats or chicken.
Right.
Let's just even say goat. Maybe say chicken, they do theirs anytime. No, but it's because they eat all the time.
Yeah.
But if you have a period you feed them, maybe feed in the morning, at that time they're eating, give them a little time, they're passing out the waste.
Oh my God, you have to hold that thought. You do. There's so much that you told me, Auntie Meg, when we were having lunch at that place that you took me to. And I want you, when we come back, to tell viewers all about proper diet. And I want you to juxtapose it with chickens. And you understand what I'm saying,
I
right?
do.
All right, viewers, we'll be right back. We have so much to talk about after the break. Welcome back, viewers. We're here with Auntie Meg. Now, she's the lady phytotherapist. When we say phytotherapy, we're talking about using plants, seedlings, herbs to cure all kinds of diseases. Now, she's gotten to the part where she talked about being a cancer survivor, colon cancer, precisely. Now we're talking proper diet. What do you eat so that you can avoid all these things? Take it away, Auntie Meg.
Okay, yeah. I gave an instance with birds, let's
Right.
say chicken, you
Right.
understand? We should put ourselves in that position. Okay, like those who raise chicken, the farmers, you know what you want to achieve at the end of it. If you want to achieve meat, or you want to achieve egg production,
Right.
if it's egg you're aiming at,
Right.
you know the proper diet, the proper formation, composition of nutrients, to incorporate, to make sure that your birds feed well and give you what you want.
Right.
And most especially their lifespan, they live longer without having a untimely death, premature death. You understand that? What do they call it? Mortality.
Right.
You understand? So then we compound feed. There's a percentage of protein that should be there. There's a percentage of carbs, calories that should be there.
Right.
There is a percentage of fiber that should be
Right,
there.
right.
Then premix, You understand? Antioxidants.
Right.
You understand? Vitamins, minerals, trace minerals. There, in the
So
premix.
bring it home, Auntie Meg. What should we eat? Now, we eat rice and stew here.
Yes.
So how do we eat rice and stew?
Yes, I see, like the society, most people think the healthy meal is just a huge plate of rice and the stew on top.
And meat.
Yes, a completely fried, dried stew, which is carcinogenic because you've killed all the nutrients in it. And you remember there's tomato. Tomato is a kind of, has a kind of acid, so when you cook it so high, there's going to be reaction. You understand? So with a high temperature that burns, then you season it with your seasons, and that gives it nice aroma and taste. It comes out, you think you're having a healthy meal, but that's poison. There's no nutrient in it.
So how should we eat rice?
Yeah, you can make sure when you have a rice, you have a proportion of rice. It can be a huge plate of rice.
Right.
You have maybe 200 grams of rice.
Okay.
Then you do your
and
vegetables.
200 grams is about maybe this small. Show us in
Yes,
with
200 grams of rice, just like the moi moi, that round plate. Yes,
right.
You fill it up. It's okay for the carbs.
Okay.
Then you do your vegetables, because
Okay.
from there you can derive your antioxidants,
Nice.
which is very important. You
Right.
need antioxidants, water free radicals.
Right.
You understand? These
Right.
things that encourage cancer.
Right.
You need antioxidants to get rid of them.
Right.
Do you understand? So you do your carrots, cucumber, you can do cabbage, baked beans, you understand?
Right.
Or kidney beans, just a little portion. You put them together. Then you want to talk about creaming, like salad cream.
Right.
You can use hands, but just don't do hands.
Okay.
Get something like a ripe avocado pear.
Okay.
Avocado pear, you mash it, do a mixture
Right.
with the hands. So because avocado pear is healthy, it has
nice.
healthy lipids.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So do a mix and you will love it. You incorporate it in your meal.
Okay.
Then look for a good source of protein.
Okay.
You understand? That may be white meat. You understand? Chicken or fish.
Right.
Or goat.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
And for those that have some oil, you grill it. You understand?
Right.
So that you can
Get the oil.
get some good portion of oil out of it.
Okay.
So you eat your meal.
Okay.
And you be rest assured you have a balanced meal.
Okay.
And I bet you by the time you eat something like that, your body will be relaxed. You will not hunger for more food because the cells have taken different nutrients that they need and they relax. But when you eat that huge food, the next moment you crave, you're still hungry. You eat the same thing, the excess carbs is storing and causing havoc.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the main nutrients, those antioxidants, those vitamins,
Okay.
the other cells need to work. They are not having it.
Okay.
You understand?
Love it. Now, you've told us how to eat rice, vegetables. So what are we getting from that? We're getting carbs from the rice. We're getting fiber. We're getting antioxidants. We're getting protein from, you told
The
us,
food,
white meat or goat meat for red. Give us another example of healthy eating. Apart from rice, if I wanted to eat...
Okay. Another example from healthy eating,
Right.
maybe for your breakfast,
Right.
you can do something like fiesta. You may not, some people may not understand, you know what I
yes.
mean? So
Remember
it's not
that.
difficult to prepare.
Yes.
It's very interesting.
For our viewers that
You can-
don't know what a fiesta
Okay,
is.
so what it means is you can get your cucumber,
Right.
you can dice it, you can peel off the back.
Right.
If you want it to be that tender,
Right.
you dice it, you peel the back of your carrot
Right.
and you grate.
Right.
You grate it.
Right.
You understand? You can chop onion.
Okay.
You put your chili pepper, maybe fresh one. You put, and then you can break 2 eggs
Okay.
into it and mix.
Yeah.
If you want to give you a little touch of oil, you can put something like olive or coconut oil, just a
Right.
little,
Right.
and you turn it. Then you
Right.
put it in that bowl, in your moi moi bowl, whatever.
right.
Cover it and steam it. Steam
Right.
boil.
Right.
Just like you're cooking moi moi.
Right.
You understand? When
Right.
it comes out firm. You
Right.
understand? And it can serve as a meal. You can take it with just 2 slices of bread.
Okay.
And it's a perfect meal.
Oh, wow.
And you see yourself, your complexion, you glow.
Right.
You understand? Because it's packed with antioxidants as well.
Right. You said something about coconut and golden morn. Tell us. Remember, you said like a quick, easy meal. Because for people who are working, they don't have time to make fiestas. a quick, easy meal.
It's very easy.
Okay.
Fiesta is very easy to make.
But I like the golden one and the coconut thing.
Okay, God, if you must take cereal,
Right.
like some people go for cereal in the morning.
Right.
And it's mainly corn based carbs.
Very,
you understand?
Yes.
So you can get a fresh coconut and chop it and add to it. Then you can put milk. You can sweeten. For those who want to sweeten. I don't do white sugar, but I can do brown sugar.
What about honey?
Yes, honey is healthy,
but it's sugar, isn't it?
They are still sugar, but honey is healthy. But the challenge people are having now is getting a natural, non-adulterated honey. That is the greatest challenge people are having. So I rather go off that honey, except I know this is original honey.
Right.
I can do with my brown sugar, okay?
Right.
Because the coconut has some antioxidants and the fiber. Coconut has because when we talk about fiber, we have two types. We have soluble and non-soluble fiber.
Okay.
Coconut has non-soluble fiber, which has for the proper bowel movement.
Very nice.
It gives it the bulk.
Very nice. Oh my God. So we have a minute left. What would you leave our viewers with?
Okay, I want to encourage everybody to be conscious of what you eat because it's going to manifest in no time. Make sure whatever you eat, incorporate vegetables, those things that can give your body vitamins, good vitamins and minerals too. The body needs all these things and the fiber, antioxidants. Make sure you incorporate them in your meal. It's unfortunate that most of the time the things we get handy are high carb stuff like bread, donut, all those things. But make sure find a way of adding this. It's not going to cost much.
Right.
You can still afford. There are still cheap ones you can.
Right.
If you can get lettuce, anyone that is cheap in the market, you get it, incorporate it. Make sure you have them in your meal, and you will begin to feel good about yourself.
Love it.
You understand?
Love it, viewers. We've learned a lot. I've learned a lot from meeting her and her being on the show. Now she has a lot to say. So Auntie Meg, promise us that you'll come back and talk more about this stuff because we're out of time, but not out of content.
Sure, I will still do.
All right, thank you so much. So to our viewers, Auntie Meg, let's say goodbye together. Goodbye.